So that emergency fund, how much did they say they'd be?
It's covered like $1,000.
1,000?
Yep.
Okay. Glencoe Hills versus Tommy Head. Hello.
Hello.
State your name.
Tommy Head.
Okay. What's our claim now in this case?
Your Honor, the balance is $2,763.24.
Say that again.
$2,763.24.
Okay. Sir, where are you?
I paid 900 in escrow today. And I
Hey,
had
what?
900 in escrow today.
Our court escrow?
Yep.
Do I have a receipt? Oh, it's flipped, that's why. Okay, he did pay 900. Okay,
2,000. I was going to receive 2,000 from the Hawk program, but they said I made too much. So I have an emergency fund application I put in at my school, and they told me to give them like another 2 weeks for it to go through.
where are you in school?
Washington Community College.
Okay, so that emergency fund, how much did they say they'd be?
It's covered like $1,000.
1,000?
Yep.
Okay, so when you went to Hawk, you make too much. So if that WCC money comes through, as we sit right now, I'll just make it 2,800. The ballpark our figures, you're gonna need to get 19. And then we're about 900 short, but then I got May coming up.
I can have it. I'm working full time again. I check stubs, state showing that I'm working full time.
Okay.
So I got enough. I'm making enough money to cover a couple more payments if I can do.
Okay, so let's do this. If the 1,000 comes through from Washtenaw and with the money that you currently have in escrow, when's the next time you can make a payment?
Friday.
Well, go ahead.
Yes, Friday.
This Friday coming up? So the 19th,
Yep.
you can make what?
500.
500. Now you told me this before. Well, you did what you said you were going to do. All right. So you can pay 500 on the 19th. By that time, you also should have some information about Washtenaw, right?
They told me like another week and a half or
Week and a half.
They said
Okay.
at least 2 more weeks.
Okay, so let's do this. So since you put the money that you had in escrow, I want the 500 in escrow by the 19th
Okay.
into the court escrow. Okay. And I'm going to give time for Washtenaw to work it out. You've always come here, and quite frankly, the first time you got here, you didn't know how you were going to do anything, and you've done something, right? You remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to adjourn this one out to the 26th at 2. Okay. See if you can work it through. So, all right. You're better than you were the first time, right?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Because you were a mess.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh yeah.
You were a big mess. You
Yeah.
kind of tall. But you were a mess.
I've been having my hair done. Yeah.
What you say?
I've been having my hair done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get everything caught up first.
Yeah. No, I know. And you really didn't know where you were going to head. We kind of got you moving in the direction. And so
Oh yeah.
it's good that it's even this close. Miss Kazari, was there something you were going to say?
I was just gonna note for the record that's over.
It's over plaintiff's objection, but it's going to happen. Okay. All right. Get that 500 in.
I will.
Make sure to do that. And if the money comes through, if they let you know early from Washtenaw that the money comes through, just either send an email to plaintiffs the attorney's office or the court to let us know, because then we'll know exactly where you are.
Okay.
All right, Phil? What are you studying?
Physical therapy.
I heard somebody. All right. Court calls the case of townhomes on Robbie Lane versus Janella Smith.
For the plaintiff, Your Honor.
What's your name?
Mila Smith.
Okay. And we're here on your motion?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's the basis of your motion?
Okay, well, actually, I'm not sure if it's my motion. I know that we just came back, but Your Honor, for the record,
I
I
had
was-
agreed to let her set aside the default.
You've agreed to,
We agreed to it. So
okay.
we're now, but the problem that we have now is that this balance is really creeping up.
It is.
Getting to be problematic.
Well, the issue first started, I was approved for Hawk for the $2,000. And my SCR, the first one was approved, but it was denied later because my landlord refused to submit her tax ID to receive. So any application, which was 3 after that, I put in 3 other SCRs after that, they were denied. I have the voicemails from the caseworker and I have my SCR denial letters. So what I'm left with is I'm getting $750 from Friends Indeed. I'm getting $1,000 from Peace Neighborhood Center.
1,000.
Yes, but it can't be, I have to come up with the 3,000 in order for Hawk to pay out the 2,000, and I don't get paid until the 16th.
Okay. All right. All right. I get you. You're piecing it together. So I've got $1,750 from Friends Indeed and Peace Neighborhood. Are those payments contingent upon you coming up with the rest or no?
Yes, but I have
Okay.
800 in escrow.
Right. Hold on. Just hold on. I'm following. So I've got,
My client is working with DHS. They have connected.
I got it.
I just talked to them.
What's the, hold on, folks. All right. What's the balance that's owed on this?
I believe about 54, 14 or 55.
It's well, we don't have the escrow, so we are not counting.
Right.
So I've got 65, 46, 48.
65, 46. Hang on, ma'am, please. 48. So basically I'm at 65.50 and I've got 37.50 between Friends Indeed, Peace Neighborhood and Hawk or SOS. So there's then 2,200 that you need to come up with. I understand that you've got the DHS portion out there. If I take off 800 off of that, I'm at about 1,400 that you need to come up with.
And I can come up with that out of my own income, but it would be the 16th.
Okay, so let's look at it this way. When the 16th of this month, you can pay
1,400.
1,400 to the landlord.
Yes, sir.
All
Did you
right.
pay it to the landlord directly or
Well, why don't you bring the 1,400 to the court? That way we have that figure. We'll have the 2,200 in the court. Then we can do that. And then what hopefully then will happen is that then if the 37.50 can be committed to or whatever, then we're going to have this all solved.
Okay, but can I add in something? They included the water bill in that, in the ledger, and the water bill has been taken care of, in the amount of $474 by, is it LIWAP or something like that?
Okay, so there may be 400 that comes off of that. Okay, how much is your monthly rent?
$890.
Okay, so the worst case scenario in this, if that's on there and it's already been paid and taken care of, is that you're gonna end up $400 ahead heading into May.
Yes.
Okay, so that's the worst case scenario, but I get you. Okay, so I'll adjourn this matter to April 19th, 2024 at 1 p.m. Defendant to pay $1,400 to escrow. All right,
Thank you.
thank you. Arbor Woods versus Tamisha Henderson
Good morning, Your Honor. Rachel Jordan Bush, Kellis Law, on behalf of the plaintiff.
and Tequila Pugh Henderson. Neither of them are present. Would you like to take a default?
Well, Your Honor, this is defendant's motion, just continuation of defendant's motion to stay the eviction,
it is.
to set aside the default judgment. And at the last court date, we had adjourned to verify receipt of both escrow funds and a payment from Hog. My client has received both of those payments, but one came in on April 1, the other came in on April 10th, which was after the April rent came due. And so now we still have a balance because of the April charges.
Okay, got it. Yeah, ours got sent out March 29th, so you may not have received those till April 1. So we have the April payments.
Yeah, so April remains unpaid, so the total currently due and owing is $1,667.98. So in essence, the judgment has been satisfied, but it didn't get satisfied until after additional amounts came due. So I mean, with the motion, I would say, and we already have a judgment. I don't know that the court would allow the judgment to be amended to now include April in light of the circumstances. I just know this was a case filed in December. We've been here several times, you know, allowing additional time for those funds to come in. They have now come in.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. I guess it would have been technically dismissed at the end of March had everything gotten to the landlord because
The judgment
been
would have
satis-
been, sorry, Judge, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say the judgment would have been satisfied and the need for an order of eviction would have passed at that point.
All right. But I guess here's what my point is. And I'm kind of working through this thought process in my head because this is the first time it's happened on these motions where we've been working it through. What I will do is I will allow and let me, so I'm clear on the record, I think it benefits the tenant to not have a new case filed so that they don't pay additional court costs. So that's part of my rationale in this. I will allow plaintiff to submit an amended judgment in this instance, but the writ date would be the 30th to let them clear April. If they don't clear April, then the plaintiff can go ahead. Okay.
I think that's reasonable under the circumstances, Your Honor. I too recognize the additional court costs would potentially be problematic. And so I think
Yes.
this outcome benefits both tenant.
All right. So plaintiff will submit an amended judgment with the writ date of April 30th.
Thank you,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Arbor Woods versus Dara Armstrong.
May I sit my purse here, sir?
Pardon?
May I sit my purse down here, sir?
Yes. Go ahead. What's your name?
Dara Armstrong.
Okay. What's the claim in this case?
With costs, Your Honor, $2,663.02.
Ma'am, what do you have to say about that?
I did go and get the ledger. And I also have video that I took for the court on my phone. My complaint was when I came in and did a Zoom with Judge Barr last week, and he adjourned it to today, that I wanted to put my money in escrow until they come and fix my yard, which they damaged moving in a new house across the street. And fix my sidewalk and my driveway, which is unsafe. It has been that way since Son bought it from A&W Partners. I've been out there since 2010. I purchased the home maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And every time I go in, they're switching up managers. And the last manager There was a lady the year before last in 22. She came out and took video. They have this new manager in there. Every time I talk to him, it's basically running into a roadblock. That man will not give me any information on if they've looked at my driveway, if they've assessed it, when they plan to fix it. It's always budget, budget, budget. But they will come and put a notice on your door that they're going to charge you $85 to mow your grass because it's getting too high. I can't mow the grass and it just rained 5 days straight. I'd also like to have these late fees and court costs knocked off for their negligence. I've already been off work. My son is now handling my affairs. He's paying my bills because I've been off work due to a car accident. So now that I'm going to probably be released to go back to work, they are still putting my safety in jeopardy every time I go in that driveway.
How
I
much,
could fall and injure myself again.
how much is monthly rent?
It is $668, Your Honor. We did reserve escrow at the last court date. Judge Barr did reserve it.
Good.
And so by my
Okay.
calculation, I think the amount that needs to be placed into escrow for April prorated is $556.67. With
566.67.
556.67, Your Honor.
Okay.
And then the $668 is the rental amount, Your Honor. There is water and sewer charges, but that's metered based on usage. I don't know if Your Honor wants to leave that off or maybe just put
Let's just leave it off at this point.
Okay, understood.
All right. So I'm gonna order that you post in the escrow $556.67, ma'am.
Okay,
All right. You need to do that. When can you do that?
I can go to the bank and get the money right now.
All right.
I could do more than that. I just
That,
their part to make my living.
ma'am, I heard what you said.
I'm
I am not deaf.
I know.
That needs to be posted in the escrow today, then 668 each month thereafter until this matter is resolved. You'll need to file a written answer detailing your repair issues. How long will it take you to do that?
I can do it today. I just don't know how to do that.
Okay. There's a form, you have to detail out what your issues are in writing. You have to provide the court a copy, and you have to also send a copy to plaintiff's counsel.
Okay,
Okay? If you go up to the front desk on your way out, you can pick up a form that you just need the form answer. And they'll be more than happy to give that to you. Okay?
okay. And how much?
I'll give-
556.
556.67.
Okay,
Then what I'll do, I'll give you time, well, you can do it today. It's got to get to council. It's got to get to the court. I will adjourn this matter out to the 26th. April 26, 2024, 1 p.m.
okay.
Court calls the case, People versus Anthony Ned. Hello,
How are you?
what's your name?
Anthony, Ned,
All right, what's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance of rent is $3,855.52, which includes court costs.
All right. Sir,
yes.
how were you intending on trying to get that paid?
I am working at the U right now. I was
At where?
at the University of Michigan Hospital.
Okay,
Yes, and I had some financial difficulties in the past. That's why I fell behind, but I got myself back. I was in the hospital. I got injured and I'm trying to get back to work. I am back to work now, so I'm on a bi-weekly basis and I plan on paying a little extra and working a little extra hours to see if I can get this resolved.
okay. Have you talked to the landlord about how you're gonna pay this?
Yes, I talked to a lady named Melissa Root, and I told her that I was gonna try to work extra hours and everything like that to see if I can get it resolved. She told me to get in touch with Hawk to see if I can get some assistance. Also, my veteran, I can see if I can get the VA to see if they can give me some assistance.
Okay, so. Okay, that's a lot in there. Did you call Hawk?
Not been calling them yet. I just talked to her just the other day.
Okay, so you not talked to anybody regarding getting assistance?
Yeah, I was gonna talk to Hawk and I was gonna see if I can get the VA see if I can get,
No, I got you. But, how much is your monthly rent?
1,200 after utilities and stuff like that.
Okay, so here's the problem, sir. If we don't do something by May, 2 weeks out, a little over 2 weeks out, I'm gonna be up around $5,000.
I get paid on the 19th, so I was planning on giving about $1,000 on the 19th.
How much?
1,000.
1,000?
Yeah.
Okay. See,
I'm gonna get some extra every 2 weeks. I get paid on a bi-weekly basis.
okay, but, okay, two things. Have you talked to anybody at the VA?
Oh, no,
You haven't done that yet.
no, I was gonna do all that this week. I want to find out what's gonna happen after the day, see how much I really have to call after I make that payment.
Okay. Okay, do you have the number for Hawk?
No, I don't. I can look it up.
All right, hold on a minute. We'll write this down. It's 961-1999. Okay. Oh, it's okay. We'll get that for you. All right. So here's what I'm gonna want you to do. You got a phone with you or no?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you that number and I'm gonna have you. I want the $1,000 by the 19th.
Okay.
For sure. Okay, so you need to get that into us. You get paid every 2 weeks, is that the deal? Okay, so that you'll have 1,000 at that point. Then I need you to call Hawk. That number right there. I want you to call them right now. And they're gonna do the screening to see. Okay, call them and then I need you to come back to find out if you got an appointment date. Because I want you to wait here so you can speak with Amy if they'll give you an appointment date.
Yes,
They're gonna ask some screening questions.
yes, sir.
Then after you leave here, I need you to contact the VA to see if they can help you out.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
What branch were you?
Army,
Army? How many years you served?
4.
4? Okay, and so I want you to see if they could do that, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you call that, let us know if they give you an appointment date, and then I've got a couple people here waiting to speak to Amy when she gets here.
Yes, sir.
All right? Sound okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want to tell you this also.
Okay.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay. I get it. I try to say it every chance I get, but it's because of people like you that I didn't have to serve. My daddy did, but I didn't have to. And because of people like you that I get to do what I get to do every day. So thank you, sir. All right. Make that call. Okay. And I'll adjourn this out to the 26th.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get you straight. That's at 2
Yes.
at 2 p.m. Okay. All right. Hamilton Crossing 1 versus Melissa Smiley. Good afternoon. What's your name?
Melissa Smiley.
All right. What's the claim in this case?
Your Honor, the outstanding balance is $2,543, which includes $176 in court costs.
Okay. How are you intending on getting that resolved?
Well, I recently have my approval letter from SER, right? For $150. And so I called Hawk. And when I talked to them, they told me the next time they had an appointment available, was June 10th, right?
Dear God.
So,
No, you can stop there.
I'm sorry, did I misunderstand the question?
No, you're good. It's everybody else in the world that's messed up. You're okay.
Okay.
Okay, so don't get worried by my reaction.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right? It's nothing you did. They gave you an appointment for June
10th. So I told them
I'm sure you did.
that probably is, not going to work. So I told them I would talk to the court and see, if when I proposed that date, what the reaction was. And then I guess go from there to try to figure out next steps.
All right. Okay. So did you take that appointment date?
I did not. No, I called her today. I called her back today and I told her I would see if that was okay before I took it because I didn't want to take it if somebody else, could have used it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So, okay, when you said that, what did they say?
They said, okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Okay. Amy,
Your Honor, I would encourage her right now to call Hawk, get that appointment, even though it's out in June. They're a small team working really hard. Once I see that she's actually entered onto their calendar, it makes it easier for me to intervene.
got it. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have her do that. I don't know if you heard the last case, Amy. I've got somebody waiting in the courtroom till you show up. The one that we were gonna send the email.
I've been watching. I'm coming. I just
Okay, all right. I figured you had. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have her make an appointment. You're gonna have people waiting for you. All
Thank
right.
you.
It's a great feeling because I have people waiting on me all the time or waiting for me all the time. All right. So here's what
Marked
I'm gonna
difference.
do on this. Okay, ma'am, this is the way we're gonna do this. I'm gonna adjourn this out to the 26th, maybe over the objection of plaintiff at 2 p.m. You have your cell phone with you?
Not on me, sir.
Well, where is it?
In the car. I saw no phone, so I put
Yeah,
it
okay,
back.
whatever. Listen, so go out to your car.
Okay.
Okay, I've adjourned your case out. I need you to call Hawk back. Okay? I don't know what date they have now, because probably in 2025 for all I know. But they're gonna give you an appointment date. But I need you to have that appointment date before we can try to do something about that.
Okay, yes, sir.
That makes sense?
That does.
No, it makes no sense whatsoever. I just need you to do it.
Yes,
Okay,
I
okay,
definitely can do that, sir.
okay,
Um,
okay. And then you're gonna come back in and you're gonna wait because there will be the arrival of Amy.
Okay,
who's
that sounds
saving us all today. Okay, and then I'll have you talk with her.
Okay, that's
All right?
all right.
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay,
All right.
fantastic. Thank you.
So I can go now to my car and do that or then come
Did
back?
I just
I
say
just-
that? Did I just
Sorry,
tell her, go to her car, get her phone and do?
I haven't been.
Why are you still here? No, I'm kidding. Go to your car, get your phone. Do you have the number to Hawk?
I do, sir.
All right,
Yes.
go do that and then you're gonna need to wait a bit and then
No
we'll
problem.
get you moving. Okay? Hamilton Crossing 2 versus Jessica Harrison.
Jessica Zeri, attorney for plaintiff. I mean, stop.
Hello. Hello.
Hello,
What's your name?
Jessica Harrison.
Okay, what's the claimant?
Your Honor, the balance is $3,210. I believe that Ms. Harrison mentioned to me that she spoke to the property manager regarding the payment plan. I don't have that, but just so the court's aware.
Okay. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. And what the property manager say was,
I talked to Kim and she said that I could pay $15.99 on 4/19.
1,599, 15,
Yeah, $1,599. I have to pay by 19. And then on May 1st, it'll be $2,552. And the way that I plan on acquiring these funds is I just started a new job on April 2nd. We pay semi-monthly, so I will be getting my checks.
that's why it set out the 19th and the 2nd.
Yeah,
Got it.
well,
Okay,
19 and the 1st.
well,
Second is a holiday, Saturday.
right, that's fine. So on the 19th, you'll be able to pay about $1,600.
That is correct.
Okay,
Because I'm working 2 jobs now. And I had a back surgery in January and I've fallen twice. So that's why I'm behind.
okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you, since you talked to the landlord about it, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to get that first portion done, then we'll figure out
Okay.
what we're gonna do with your case.
Okay.
So I'll adjourn this out to April 26, 2024 at 2 p.m. Okay?
Okay.
Do I what?
Do you have any more lunch period times? I'm sorry. They're just really stickler at this new job.
I know. And yeah. If you get that $15.99 paid, I may let you appear via Zoom.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh, we actually made somebody happy. Oh, she'll need a form.
Oh, it's.
All right. Okay,
All righty, thank you.
I'll let that happen so you don't mess up your job, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll see you then. You don't have to wait like the others,
Okay, thank you.
okay?
Do I need to, oh, this is my paperwork. Is this what I send to,
That just needs to come back to the court.
but
You fill
what,
that out before you leave, then we're good. What?
do I need to give to, DHS?
Who?
DHS, because they're asking for court documentation. For assistance.
So, okay, you did an SCR?
I did do one and I missed my phone appointment, but I'm just doing that as a backup plan. Anything could happen.
Okay. You should be able to give them your summons and complaint that you get received,
Okay,
okay? I don't know, so,
okay.
okay. All
All
right,
right, and you said you want this paper back right now, right?
right now. I suggest filling that out and just getting it to us now while you're here,
Okay, no problem.
okay?
Just your other clarification, so $15.99 is paid by when?
April
Right.
19th.
By the 19th, directly to the landlord,
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
okay? Court calls the case of Evergreen Apartments versus Desiree France.
Marissa Gazari is hearing for plaintiff.
Hello, what's your name?
Desiree France.
All right. And what's our claim on this? What's the claim on this case?
Your Honor, the balance is $4,003. We were here on the 29th. At that time, the court ordered Ms. France to deposit $1,519 before the next hearing. That has not been deposited.
Yes,
Ms. France also mentioned that there was repair issues at the last hearing. Plaintiff has been trying to get in to inspect and handle any work orders, but has not been able to. Ms. France is refusing entry when she's not there, and she's canceled 5 appointments that they've made. So at this point, plaintiff is requesting a judgment.
Canceled the first 2 and I paid $1,620 into escrow and that was paid on the 9th.
All right. I do have 1620 in escrow. And what about the repair issues, ma'am?
I have MS and this was the only time I could get in to see my doctor this week. And I had told them that I needed to reschedule. And they canceled the first 2 times and then I canceled after that because I had to go see my doctor. And then we just rescheduled for Monday.
For this Monday?
Hmm.
Okay, so how's the rest of this going to be paid? Because now I've clicked into April from last time we were here.
Yeah, I'm actually a little confused as to where this extra money is coming from. Because
April rent.
okay. Is there a way for me to do like a payment plan? I just started a new job.
Well, you'll have to talk to the landlord regarding that. But if you've got, so you have an appointment for repairs?
On Monday.
The 15th?
Between 9 and 1.
All right. You can, in the interim, talk to the landlord about a payment plan if they're willing to do that now, at least maybe they'll be inclined that the 1620 is in escrow. But I'll adjourn it out a week to see what the status of these repair issues are. And that'd be April 19th, 2024 at 1 p.m. So I'll adjourn it out to that date, but somehow or another, ma'am, you've got to let them in, get these,
Yes.
so these repair issues can go. And is there an amount that you can pay between now and the 19th?
I'm not sure just yet, but I was gonna ask because I have my new job and I'll be working on the 19th. So I'm not sure even what my lunchtime will be to be able to.
Well, if there are repair issues, I've got to pretty much have you here in person at this point to try to deal with some of that. Particularly with the number of appointments that have been canceled. I'm not going to ask who canceled them, but I need that done.
Okay.
All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Edward Carr III. Your name?
Edward Carter III. How you doing, Mr. Simmons?
I'm doing okay. What's the claim in this case?
The balance is $1,050.
Okay, so he made a payment from the last time that you were in court. Okay. All right, young man, how are you intending on getting this paid?
I paid $300 this month.
So you paid another 300?
Yeah, whatever she got.
Hold on.
So you're saying you paid another payment this
Yeah, I dropped like 300 this month.
Okay, I don't have that on my ledger.
Okay. All right, so if they don't have that, that's about $750 that you owe. How were you intending on trying to get that cleared?
Well, Mr. Simmons, I just pulled out my 401k. So I should be having that check hit me within 7 to 10 business days. And what I plan on doing with that check is paying off the next 3 months of rent. So I don't got to come back in here and see you again, as we promised from last time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, I remember.
yes.
Okay, so you should have that check, you think,
Within 7 to 10 business days or sooner.
from when?
I filed that on Wednesday.
Okay, I got you. So you filed that on the 10th, so you should. I mean, I could set it for the 19th, but he may not have it. It's probably, he's at a balance. So what I'll do is I'll adjourn this out to the 26th, 2024 at 2 p.m. If you get the check, get it paid, and then even the future one, I can't worry about the future one, but you get this amount paid off, you probably don't need to be here.
Copy that.
Huh?
Copy that.
What?
That's just how we move at work. So I didn't know that I can pull out my 401k, so I took the opportunity to.
No, you can. I get it. Okay.
Power move right now, so I'm gonna use it to my advantage.
Okay. So get that done, and then hopefully what they can do is dismiss your case and then do that. All right? Arbor Woods versus Toronto and Wells. She can stay right where, Miss Wells can stay right where she is.
Hi, Judge.
Your name? Go ahead.
For the record, Rachel Dornbush, Palace Law on behalf of the plaintiff.
Toronto.
All right, Miss Wells is seated out in the thing. Okay, we have now before us a conditional order of dismissal, which I think resolved. You've read that over?
Yes, that means that if I do as I say that I will, then it's dismissed. If I don't, then
Well, it's conditionally dismissed right now.
Okay,
Okay, once I sign this, it'll be dismissed.
okay.
You fulfill the terms, then it remains dismissed,
Thank you.
right? And if you don't, then what happens is that plaintiff can basically reopen the case, get a judgment and an order of eviction at the same time.
Understandable.
Okay.
Did they get the case number corrected on that? I apologize. It was 2.
Yeah, I have it. It's correct.
Okay.
We've got it. Okay, do you have any questions on this
No, thank you so much.
at all?
Thank you.
Okay. And you do have those 3 business days to think about it if you wish to set it aside.
Yeah, so I don't have to reappear or anything. I just have to do as I'm told and have that in by that date.
You know, that's great. Just do as you're told. Okay,
so much. I
Mr.
appreciate
No,
it. Thank
if I could get people to do that, half my job's over. All right,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
Miss Wells,
Thank you.
do you have any questions about this? No? All righty. Eladot Property Management versus Nicole Freeland.
Marissa Gazari.
And somebody's coming up with her. It's probably Aaron Gates. Okay, your names?
Nicole Freeland.
Aaron Gates.
All right, what's the claim on this case?
Your Honor, the balance is $3,266.36, but I do understand that they recently made a payment, it hasn't cleared yet. So we can adjourn for 1 week, as long as the payment clears, we'll discuss the case.
Okay, they paid it all off, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. April 19th, 2024 at
On the 19th at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay, but if you're all set, there won't be a need for you to come down unless you just want to see us for whatever,
Thank you, Your Honor.
whatever bizarre reason that might be. All right. Evergreen Apartments versus Helena Collins. Helena Collins? Where, oh, there you are. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't catch you over there. State your name for the record.
How are you?
I'm doing well. What's the claim today in this case?
Your Honor, the balance is $2,775.43.
All right.
So I talked to Sydney and I made payment arrangements. And I told her I want to move out this weekend. So that's what I told her, you know, because I'm just not able to keep going through this, you know. So did she tell you about the payment arrangements, or did I want to move out this weekend?
What she mentioned to me was that you were gonna move out, and
Yeah.
then after that, you would confirm a payment arrangement.
Yes, text her the payment arrangements, but she didn't respond though.
I think because they need possession back.
Oh, then they, okay, yeah, so that's
All right. So you're gonna move by when?
on Monday,
This Monday?
yes.
All right. If that's the case, this is a possession judgment. Let me just adjourn this out to the 19th,
Okay,
2024 at 1 p.m.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.
আমি আছি বগুড়ায়, আর বগুড়ার সব সেরা রাঁধুনিরা তাদের হাতের খাবার নিয়ে চলে এসেছেন। কেমন করছেন তারা, চলুন দেখা যাক। দর্শক, অসংখ্য প্রতিযোগীর মধ্য থেকে প্রাথমিকভাবে বাছাইকৃত প্রতিযোগীরা আজ হাজির হয়েছে বগুড়াতে। প্রত্যেকের স্বপ্ন একটাই, হতে চায় সেরা রাঁধুনি, এবং একটু পরেই তারা মুখোমুখি হবে বিচারকদের। তারা কি ভাবছেন, মনের মধ্যে কিরকম দুশ্চিন্তা হচ্ছে, কে কি রেসিপি নিয়ে এসেছেন এবং তাদের জন্য কতটা সহজ হবে ঢাকায় যাওয়ার টিকিট পাওয়া, কথা বলবো প্রতিযোগীদের সাথে। দেখি তারা কি ভাবছেন। কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, আপনি ভালো আছেন?
আপনার রেসিপি কি?
আমার রেসিপিটা হচ্ছে ক্যারামেল অরেঞ্জ ইয়োগার্ট।
ওকে, এটার মূল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্টস কি?
এটার মূল ইনগ্রেডিয়েন্ট হচ্ছে দই, বগুড়ার বিখ্যাত দই। আমি সেটা দিয়ে ফিউশন করার ট্রাই করেছি।
আপনি এর আগেও অংশ নিয়েছিলেন সম্ভবত 1427 এবং গ্র্যান্ড অডিশন থেকে বাদ পড়েছিলেন, রাইট?
রাইট।
এবারের রেসিপি কি?
এবারের রেসিপি হচ্ছে আমার চকলেট মোকা স্ট্রবেরি চিজ কেক। অল আর মাই সিক্রেট রেসিপি, সো আই এম ভেরি এক্সাইটেড।
কুমু, কেমন আছেন?
ভালো আছি, আপনি কেমন আছেন?
খুব ভালো। এর আগে 1427 লাকি 7 থেকে বাদ পড়েছিলেন, এবার কি মনে হচ্ছে?
প্রথমবারের যে অভিজ্ঞতা, বর্তমানে আমি তারপর আরো 2 বছর সময় নিয়েছি, শিখেছি, তো নিজেকে এবারে তৈরি করে এনেছি, ইনশাল্লাহ ভালো কিছু একটা হবে।
আপনার রেসিপির মূল বৈশিষ্ট্য কি?
আমার রেসিপির মূল বৈশিষ্ট্য হচ্ছে গ্রাম্য নিয়ে এসেছি, মানে আমার গ্রামের যে জিনিসপত্র সে প্রেজেন্ট করবো।
একসঙ্গে কতজনের রান্না করতে পারবেন?
আমি যদি বলি, এখন আমাদের বাসায় যত গেস্ট আসে আপ টু 20।
একটু কি ভয় লাগছে?
হ্যাঁ, একটু ভয় কাজ করছে, কারণ ফার্স্ট টাইম কোনো রিয়েলিটি শোতে আসছি।
তারপর আপনার জন্য শুভকামনা রইল।
সো মাচ।
দর্শক, ভয় তো লাগবেই, এবং এই ভয়কে জয় করাই হচ্ছে যে কোনো প্রতিযোগীর কাজ। সেরা রাঁধুনি কিন্তু একটা লম্বা প্রতিযোগিতা, এবং এই রেসে টিকে থাকার জন্য আপনাকে অবশ্যই অন্যদের চাইতে বেটার রেসিপি দিতে হবে, এবং সেই রেসিপির মধ্য দিয়ে কিন্তু যারা আমাদের বিচারক রয়েছেন তাদের মন জয় করতে হবে। সো দেখা যাক কি হয়, আমাদের সঙ্গেই থাকুন। দর্শক, আমাদের মাঝে বিচারকেরা চলে এসেছেন। একটু পরেই শুরু হবে ফুড টেস্টিং এবং সেই সাথে জাজমেন্ট। আমি এবার কথা বলবো আমাদের বিচারকদের সাথে, দেখি তারা কি ভাবছেন। ওয়েলকাম টু বগুড়া অডিশন। কি খবর?
ভালো, তুমি কেমন আছো?
আমি খুব ভালো আছি এবং আমি ভুল না করলে এবার দিয়ে বোধহয় পঞ্চমবারের মতো আপনি আসলে বিচারকের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন। বগুড়ার প্রতিযোগী, সর্বোপরি এবারের প্রতিযোগীদের নিয়ে আপনার কি বলার আছে?
প্রত্যাশা তো অনেক বেশি, কারণ বগুড়া সবসময় সব সিজনেই অনেক ভালো ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্টস আমরা পেয়ে থাকি সেরা রাঁধুনিতে। তো এবারেও আমি আশা করছি যে অ্যাটলিস্ট টপ 5 পর্যন্ত যেন যেতে পারে, এরকম পার্টিসিপেন্টস আমরা এখান থেকে নিয়ে যেতে পারি, এটাই আমাদের প্রত্যাশা।
শেফ নাইম আশরাফ দ্বিতীয়বারের মতো সেরা রাঁধুনির অডিশনের দায়িত্ব পালন করছেন বিচারকের। কেমন লাগছে বা কি মনে করছেন এবারের এই আয়োজন নিয়ে?
সেরা রাঁধুনি গত সিজনে আমরা রংপুর দিয়ে শুরু করেছিলাম, সো এবার বগুড়াতে নতুন পার্টিসিপেন্টসদের খাওয়া ট্রাই করার জন্য ভেরি এক্সাইটেড। রেসিপি সিলেকশনে আমি সবগুলো রেসিপি দেখেছি, সিলেক্ট করেছি, সো ওগুলো খাওয়ার জন্য এবার এখানে আশা করি অনেক ভালো পার্টিসিপেন্টস বগুড়া থেকে পাবো।
অনেক অনেক ভালোবাসা। আমার মনে হয় আমি আর সময় নষ্ট না করি, আপনার ভেতরে চলে যান।
তোমাকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ।
থ্যাংক ইউ। দর্শক, আমাদের প্রধান 2 বিচারককে তো পেয়ে গেছি, কিন্তু বগুড়াতে রয়েছেন আমাদের আরও একজন অতিথি বিচারক। তিনি ঠিক কোথায় আমি এখনো জানি না, তাকে খুঁজে পাচ্ছি না। তিনি এলেই কিন্তু শুরু হয়ে যাবে আমাদের মূল অডিশন রাউন্ড।
আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি,
Hello, xin chào các bạn đến với kênh YouTube của mình nhá. Hôm nay chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tô màu bức tranh Một bông hoa mặt trời. Chúng mình cùng tô màu nha. Một bông hoa mặt trời, mình sẽ tô phần đôi môi nha, với cái màu đỏ nè. Đây là đôi môi nha. Với đôi môi là cái màu đỏ. Mình đã tô xong nha. Cái màu hồng. Cái màu hồng phấn mình sẽ tô hai bên má nha. Hai bên má bằng cái màu hồng phấn này. Mình đã tô xong một bên rồi này.
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আমার রেসিপির নাম হলো ভেলভেটি কোকোয়া ক্রেভিং।
জান্নাত, কি করেন আপনি?
আমার একটা অনলাইন পেজ আছে যেখানে বাসায় ফুড বানিয়ে সেটা কি বলে সেল করি। কারিগরি প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র থেকে কয়েকটা বেকিং এবং কুকিংয়ের উপরে সার্টিফাইড কোর্স করেছি এবং বর্তমানে এখন ডিপ্লোমা কালিনারি ম্যানেজমেন্টের উপরে ডিপ্লোমা করছি।
কেন এত পড়াশোনা করেছেন কালিনারি নিয়ে?
নিজেকে একজন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হিসেবে দেখতে চাই।
যখন প্রফেশনাল শেফ হয়ে যাবেন, আমি লাস্ট 7 বছর ঈদে কখনো ছুটি নেইনি। সো ঈদ কমপ্লিটলি গন, হলিডেজ কমপ্লিটলি গন। ফ্যামিলি এটা রাজি হবে? ফ্যামিলি মানবে?
আমি 8 বছর চাকরি করেছি মানবাধিকার সংস্থায়। চাকরি চলাকালীন আমি কোনো কিছু শিখতেও পারছিলাম না, এই বিষয়টা নিয়ে আগাতেও পারছিলাম না, সেজন্য আমি চাকরি ছেড়েছি এটাতে আগাবো বলে। আর চাকরি যখন করেছি তখন আমার ছেলেকে আমার মা, আমার বোন ওরা হলো কি দেখাশোনা করেছে।
আপনার কেন মনে হচ্ছে যে সেরা রাঁধুনি সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম যেটা আপনাকে শেফ হতে সাহায্য করবে?
যারা এই কালিনারি জগতে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য একটা সেরা প্ল্যাটফর্ম হলো সেরা রাঁধুনি। সব কিছুর একটা শক্ত হাতের প্রয়োজন হয় কোনো কিছুতে সামনে আগিয়ে যেতে, তো আমার কাছে শক্ত হাত সেই সেরা রাঁধুনিটা।
শেফ আমরা কি করতে পারি বলেন?
নিয়ে যাই ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে।
ওয়েটিং কার্ড দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
4 বছরের অপেক্ষা।
কি নাম তোমার?
ফাতেমা খাতুন ঋতু।
কি বানিয়েছো আজকে?
ডেজার্ট বানিয়েছি হানি সানফ্লাওয়ার। আমি এখানে বাকলাভা করছি ক্রিম চিজ দিয়ে, যেখানে আমি ক্রিম চিজে ইউজ করেছি হানি।
সো দিস ইজ আ বাকলাভা।
বাকলাভা এবং চিজ।
আউটার লেয়ারটা বাকলাভার
এবং উপরে চিজ কেক।
চিজ কেক এন্ড দেন দিস
দম চিকেন। আর ওইটা নান বানাইছি আমি।
এই দুটো রেসিপি থেকে যদি যে কোনো একটা সিলেক্ট করতে হয়, আমি যদি বলি আপনাকে আমি একটার জন্য মার্ক করব, সেটা কি হবে?
তাহলে বাকলাভা চিজ কেক।
কেন?
বাকলাভা আমার বেকিং খুব ভালো লাগে করতে।
কয়েকটি কুইজিনের নাম বলেন।
আচ্ছা, মানে আমি ইতালিয়ান, তারপর এইভাবে বলবো কি পাস্তা, তারপর পিৎজা। ইন্ডিয়ান কুইজিনের মধ্যে আসে বিরিয়ানি, তারপর হলো বিভিন্ন ধরনের রায়তা, রাবড়ি, এগুলা। আর টার্কিশ ডেজার্ট করেছি। টার্কিশ ডেজার্টে বাকলাভা তো আসেই। থাই কুইজিনে হলো টম ইয়াম স্যুপ আছে, তারপরে হলো থাই ফ্রাইড রাইস আছে। একটু
লেটস সে আমরা আপনাকে আজকে সিলেক্ট করলাম, আপনি শোতে এসে শো জিতে গিয়েছেন,
ওকে,
15 লাখ টাকা পেয়ে গেলেন, এরপর কি করবেন?
আমি নিজের নামে একটা রেস্টুরেন্ট ওপেন করতে চাই, এটা করতে পারবো, এটা করতে পারবো।
15 লক্ষ টাকায় রেস্টুরেন্ট হবে না তো?
যতটুকু হোক, ছোট হোক বা বড় হোক, যতটুকু হোক আমি করব।
যদি আজকে এখানে সুযোগ না পান তাহলে কি আপনার জার্নিটা থেমে যাবে?
না না না, অবশ্যই না, আমি আবার চেষ্টা করব।
আই লাইক দ্য স্পিরিট। আপনার ফুডের টেস্ট ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এখন খুশি হতে পারেন। আপনাকে যখন 15 লাখ টাকা জিতেছেন, আপনি ইমাজিন করতে বলছে আপনি অনেক খুশি হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন।
না না, এমন কিছু না। ঢাকা অবধি যাই তখন হয়তো ইমাজিন করতে পারবো যে আমি অনেকটা একটা ধাপ হলেও এগিয়ে আসতে পারছি।
ইমাজিন করেন আপনি ওয়েটিং কার্ড পেয়ে গিয়েছেন।
হ্যাঁ, আচ্ছা,
পেয়ে গিয়েছেন
সত্যি?
জি, চলে আসুন।
ঠিকই জানি, কি জানি আমার মাঝে আমি সেরা রাঁধুনি।
Mình đã xong con nhím với cái màu nâu này nhé. Phần những lá mình sẽ tô bằng màu xanh. Những trồng cây mình cũng tô bằng màu xanh nha. Đây nữa nè. Đây là các phần cái cây nhỏ ở dưới của một cái tán lá cây to nhá. Những cây cỏ nhỏ ở dưới á. Phần gốc cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nè. Thân cây. Đây là cái màu nâu nha. Phần thân cây mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu nâu nha. Một gốc cây cổ thụ rất là to. Với tán lá này mình sẽ tô bằng cái màu xanh lá này nhá.
আপনার রাইস যেটা জি খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না
On top of that, it is slightly overcooked.
আমার নাম প্রীতি ইসলাম। আমি আজকে কোকোনাট রাইস রান্না করেছি, কোকোনাট রাইস উইথ গ্রিল চিকেন অ্যান্ড কোরিয়ান্ডার সস, সাথে পামকিনের আরেকটা সস দিয়েছি। ডেজার্টে দিয়েছি বাহারি মোহনভোগ।
আপনার মানে এই যে রেসিপি সব কিছু মিলিয়ে কি মনে হয় সেরা রাঁধুনিতে পার্টিসিপেট করার জন্য এটা দিস ইজ বেস্ট রেসিপি?
জি, আমার কাছে মনে হয় যে এটা বেস্ট হবে।
প্রীতি, ফার্স্ট থিং আমি আপনাকে টেকনিক্যাল জিনিসটা বলি,
Yeah, sure.
ঠিক আছে? ইটস ভেরি ড্রাই। সেকেন্ড জিনিস হলো গিয়ে হোল রোস্ট ইজ নট দি আইডিয়াল থিং টু ডু ওয়েন ইউ আর সার্ভিং দিস অ্যাট আ রেস্টুরেন্ট অর এরকম একটা কুকিং শোতে। ইউ ডোন্ট এক্সপেক্ট দ্য জাজেস অর দ্য কাস্টমার এটাকে কেটে নেবে। অন টপ অফ দ্যাট ইট ইজ স্লাইটলি ওভারকুকড।
এখন একটু আমরা টেস্ট করে দেখি। আপনার রাইস যেটা
জি
খুব যে খারাপ হয়েছে সেটা না, ভালো।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
আর ডেজার্টটাও মাইল্ড, মানে মিষ্টির ব্যালেন্সটা ভালো আছে।
জি জি।
কিন্তু ব্যাপারটা হয় কি যে যখন আমরা অডিশনে আসি তখন এতগুলো জিনিস দিয়ে আসলে অডিশন না।
আমি
দরকার
এনেছি
ছিল
কারণ
না।
আমি হচ্ছে ফুল প্লেটারটাই সার্ভ করতে
ঠিক আছে,
এটা আমার ইন্টেনশন ছিল।
এতগুলো না দিয়েও আপনি শুধু একটার উপর যদি ফোকাস দিতেন
জি জি,
তাও মনে হয় আপনার
আমি
বেস্ট হতো।
সবগুলোর উপরে সমান ফোকাস দিয়েছি। বাই মিস্টেকেনলি একটু ফল্ট হয়েছে হয়তো, কিন্তু আমি চেষ্টা করছি খুব যত্ন করে করার অ্যাকচুয়ালি।
আসলে যত্নের ছোঁয়া এখানে আছে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি, এবং রেসিপির মধ্যেও আমার কাছে ভিন্নতা লেগেছে, আর কিছু টেকনিক্যাল ফল্ট আছে। তো আমার মনে হয় ওইগুলো যদি একটু কারেকশন করা যায় তাহলে ইট ওয়াজ গুড।
প্রীতি, দ্য চিকেন হ্যাজ ফ্লেভার, চিকেনটা মজা, সসটাও মজা, রাইট? বাট বেসিকে প্রবলেম হয়ে গেছে। বেসিক ইজ আপনার কুকিংটাই তো ওভারকুকড।
আমাকে অ্যাকচুয়ালি পোলট্রি চুজ করতে হতো মেবি এই ক্ষেত্রে।
ফার্মের মুরগি ইউজ করলে মনে হয়
পোলট্রিটা বেশি জুসি।
অফ কোর্স।
আমার এটা ফল্ট হয়েছে, এটা আমি বুঝছি।
প্রীতি, আই থিঙ্ক ওভারঅল টেস্ট ভালো আছে অ্যান্ড আই থিঙ্ক ইটস আ গুড এফোর্ট। উই ওয়ান্ট টু গিভ ইউ আ চান্স। ঠিক আছে,
থ্যাংক ইউ, থ্যাংক
ওয়েট
ইউ।
করেন, আসেন, আপনাকে ওয়েটিং কার্ড হবে।
আমার খুবই ভালো লাগছে যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পেয়ে গেছি। আমি কিন্তু কনফিডেন্ট ছিলাম যে আমি ওয়েটিং কার্ডটা পাবো, আর আমি এখন অপেক্ষায় আছি নেক্সট রাউন্ডে ঢাকা যাওয়ার জন্য। আমি আশাবাদী যে আমি ঢাকা পর্যন্ত যেতে পারবো।
Không đi con. Ôi chơi lắm cái này.
Con phải lên, con đánh câu của bạn. Con dạy là. Thế bạn em dạy mà. Thầy gì ở đây luôn.
Thôi học đi. Không đi lắm cái này đâu con ơi.
Con có mũ mà.
Thì nhà sẽ tô phần con ơi, đi đâu ấy? Con mình sẽ tô cái phần chúng mày Hello Kitty này bằng cái màu hồng nhá, hồng phấn này. Đôi môi là màu đỏ nè.
Mình đã tô xong phần đầu với cái màu hồng nhá.